Okay, welcome to the Monad Calendar Clock app. And Monad has four main modes of operation. And in this video, I'm going to talk about Helio and Geo modes, starting with Geo, which is the mode that we're in down here. You can see at the bottom here, there's Helio, Geo, Astro, and Event modes down here. So Geo stands for geocentric, which is Earth-centered, and here's the Earth at the center. And this is the calendar clock up here, which is planet Earth with an hour hand. That's the hour hand right there. At the center of a time and date-telling celestial ring. This is the celestial ring, and I usually like to show it with the stars or the constellations here. And you've got the signs of the zodiac on the outside here. This is the date indicator, this red arrow here, which is always associated with the location of the sun along the ecliptic. And the ecliptic is this tilted circle here. It's tilted relative to the celestial equator. Here's the celestial equator right here. Let's go around to the back. This is the south half, or the south hemisphere of Earth. And if you live in the north hemisphere, you'll look at this side. And note that the Monad automatically places a time zone spanning hour hand at your location on the globe. And that little green sphere at the base of the hour hand marks your location on the globe. And I'm located down here, it says, in Nevada City, California. So that's where my hour hand is located. And you tell the time by what number the hour hand is pointed at. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning. You can see the digital time down here. And note that if you happen to live in New York, the hour hand would be located over here. So let's move the hour hand over there. So adjust the longitude, and you can see you can move it back and forth. You're now moving just the ball at the base of the hour hand. If you go to a different time zone, the hour hand has to jump over there to keep up with it. So where are we? Here we are in Gaithersburg, Maryland. And note that the time is 12 o'clock in Maryland. And you can move the hour hand anywhere around the globe that you feel like it. And you can also adjust the latitude. So let's put the latitude up further here. And here we are up here. The latitude is almost 50 degrees latitude at this point here in Ontario, Canada. And look what happens here with the number dial is in the plane of the celestial equator, and where it turns from a black to white on the number dial indicates the time of sunrise and sunset. And that changes depending upon the latitude of the hour hand. So watch what happens to this dial there as I adjust this latitude slider back towards 0 degrees latitude, which is in the plane of the celestial equator. So here you can see we're approaching the almost at the equator there with the hour hand. And as we do that, we get closer and closer to a halfway point where you've got half light and half of dark over the course of a 24-hour period. So hit the here button. That always brings you back to the current location, your current location. And the other thing that you're going to want to pay attention to here is the accelerator. And what you can do here is you can accelerate forwards or backwards in time. And if you go this direction, you're moving into the past. If you move this direction, you're moving into the future. And here goes the moon. The moon advances about 12 degrees per day. So the hour hand spins once per day relative to the sun, noon, here at the top. And you can really spin this thing as rapidly as you like. And there we go. Now you're seeing the sun gives the appearance of moving back and forth on this date indicator, as the sun always follows the ecliptic, which is tilted 23.5 degrees relative to the sun. And this is where it's useful then to appreciate the heliocentric modes. Let's see what this looks like when we translate all of this activity into a Helio mode. So here we go. Now, this is the way that we're used to thinking of the solar system. Sun at the center, Earth and all the other planets are orbiting in their orbital pathways. This is them right here at their appropriate speeds relative to the orbital period of the Earth. Here's Saturn, and there's Jupiter. This structure here is called the representative planetary dial, and it's in the plane of the ecliptic, which is the ecliptic is the invariable plane of the solar system, the orbital pathway for most of the planets making up the solar system. And you can zoom in here as much as you like. It's interesting to go back and forth between Geo and Helio modes, just back and forth like this. They're just different perspectives on the same underlying activity. Geo is not better than Helio. It's just that Helio better reflects the physics involved in terms of the gravitational forces. Sun is the gravitational center of the solar system, whereas Earth is the center of space and time as we know it, living here on planet Earth. So hit the now button, and that always takes you back to the current time and date. Once again, it's just a little bit after 9. And, oh yeah, real quickly, let me show you how you read the date here. So this is a date indicator at the top here, and it points at, this is the calendar band here. And you see these dots. Each dot represents the 5th day of the month. So this is 5/10. So this is the 10th of June, those 2 dots there. So this would be the 11th, the 12th. So this is the 12th of June, today is. And you can see that these 2 dark day blocks in a row are the weekend. So this is Saturday, Sunday. So this is Saturday, June 12. And this confirms it down here. This is a digital representation. And just to show you real quickly what happens here, if you advance slowly, you can see that this date indicator always points at midnight at the line separating one day block from the next. So as the hour hand approaches midnight down here, we go from one day to the next here on this calendar band, and speed it up, and it goes even faster. So a lot of useful information for you here. You can, like I said, the stars, you can show just the zodiac signs here if you like, or go back to the stars. This button here gets rid of the dial so that you can bring back the Earth here with which is larger, which is kind of useful. Hit the now button, you're always back to the current time and date. So, all right, that's enough for Geo and heliocentric mode. I hope you enjoy Monad. There's a lot of educational features in here that you can find out more about on my website, earthatthecenter.com. Thank you for downloading Monad. All right.